Hey, good afternoon, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you. It is Monday, the 25th day of March. Man, oh man, oh man, we started this week off on a bad foot. Very, very, very bad day for me. 4 green accounts on 9 PAs and 5 red ones. So this bottom account is my new pro account from Take Profit, and had a pretty tough start on that, down 535, and then on PA 31 on Apex down 855, 259 winner on 30, 830, 736 loser on 29, then a couple dollar winners on the near death ones, 19, 22, 27 and 28, and then 22 and 21 had losers of 594 and 729. 729, that is the first loss now that I've had on PA 21, day number 16. But yeah, today I just couldn't do anything right today. It seemed, and it was just, I felt that way this morning. Kind of, I had a good trade right as the market opened on some evals. I actually ended up blowing up 4 evals today. Just, yeah. But I had a good trade on evals as the market opened, and I just had that uneasy feeling about today, and it just continued. Once we got the day going, I just couldn't get a good trade going. It seemed like if I entered a market one way, like here for example, I entered short, the market decided to go back the other way. It was just one of those days. Like here in the afternoon, I actually took a trade, I think somewhere here on, maybe that was the Take Profit account. No, what account was that? Let's try 29. Yeah, look at this. So I took a short for a small winner, and then took another short, and this was right on this area, and this was probably not a smart trade. Obviously it was not a smart trade because it didn't work out, but this blue line is kind of this this level has really come into play as a support, rejection, and then I was really playing that to just fall through, and it actually ended up being support, but then we did fall through a little bit later in the afternoon. I watched this move, and by that time I had no more desire to be in a trade. And yeah, I was looking for shorts mainly today as a whole, but yeah, this just, here, like 1 point past my stop loss, and it goes back all the way down into profit. So, and I thought about moving my stop up because this was just slowly creeping up against me, and I thought, well, it's going to reverse, and it did. I just didn't have the stones it takes to get that stop loss even higher, and I paid the price. But that's just simply how my day went. What was the last trade here? 21. Once we came back down, we were below this level. We had these long wicks, and I went in right here thinking this is going to go down. And what does it do? And it pulls all the way back up. Now, I could have taken about $120 profit here, but I was looking for a bigger trade. So, yeah, it was just one of those days. There's not a lot to say. I just read things wrong, or I just, let me just go back and talk about my thought process for today. So on the 4-hour chart, as we opened up this morning, my thought was, if we continue down and we go below the 400 or the 500 level, I'm going to be looking for shorts down to the 400s. And if we go up to if we stay strong, I'll look for longs. But I was kind of anticipating a rejection. And look what we did. Rejection, and we're kind of in that downtrend. It just feels like we're in that downtrend. Will that continue? I don't know. But we did have a drop down to the 400s and a nice move up, and the move up was not as nice as this candle looks. The move up today was really choppy, and the price action was it was very slow. It was very, very, very slow. So after the mid-morning, I really was just kind of, at that time I knew I wasn't going to get back to green today. It was more like, what can I do to just have a better afternoon? And I think the couple winners that I had was, I came back and had a couple wins on these near-death account, these 3 accounts that I'm trading micros on, and got a couple bucks in profit there on the upside over in the back end of the day here. This is a trade that I was really, really happy with. if you look at these candles, we had these longer wicks on the top, and this is signifying a move down. And as this was dropping down in here, and we had made this long wick, and I was thinking about maybe entering short because of the trend. And then I looked at this low of day. This was a low of day from a couple days ago. Was that low of day from here? Low of day from Thursday. And I looked at that, and then I said, all right, we had a rejection of that level earlier today. We had another rejection, like at, well, what is that, 145? And then this trade here happened around 230, 240. And then I said, you know what, this is going to reject or not reject, it's going to turn into support and go back up, because it just couldn't fall through. And boy, that was a really good move. So that was, I was really looking for kind of that type of a win today. So for me, that was probably my win. I mean, even though on the P&L it doesn't show like much at all, but the fact that with the market being the price action for me just being very difficult to read, that I made the right call and entered twice on that trade and really regained. I had an earlier loss of $30 basically, and then I regained about $32, and that's how we ended up with a couple dollar profit in that account. The other winner today really would be PA30. We reached our daily goal. If I look at my daily goals here, PA30, we needed 257 today. We had 259. I think that was a one trade. That was earlier this morning, so not pre-market, but earlier in the day. But yeah, the rest of these, not so good. And I had 4 accounts here that I was really hoping to get to a payout here 1st of April, and I very well could still do that. I've got, what do we have? 3 more days this week, and then a couple days next week. So we'll see where things go. But I did some damage to those accounts, down 700, almost 600, 700 on those particular accounts. So account 31 is one that I had an April 15th target anyway because of trading days. I didn't have enough. So yeah, anyway, it is what it is. We're going to move on, and tomorrow's a new day. And again, like last week, I had that one bad day on the one account where I was down 800. 2 days later, I was back up in profit. So that's kind of my hope and goal, that I can do that. Now, granted, I did it on 3 accounts or 4 accounts today, so it'll be a little bit more difficult. But yeah, this is the day. So not so good. Very, very bad start to the week, and on evals, it's even worse. So I actually mistakenly was copy trading this take profit account in the afternoon. I had not planned on continuing to trade that eval, and I got into another trade and didn't realize that I was copy trading it until afterwards. So that's kind of a bummer. But in any case, we'll just be back at it tomorrow. But yeah, like I said, this action today was just not very good, and it bit me in the butt. That's all there is to it. There's nothing more to say. We'll just be back at it tomorrow. I'm very curious to see what this does overnight. As we look at this, the 4 hour, is this thing going to kind of hold above? Is it going to bounce within this 600, 500 range? Are we going to see another down day tomorrow? We had a big move up here last week. I think this was last week on FOMC, a huge move up. And I'm just really curious to see if this is going to bounce off of this, or if it's going to continue to kind of fall apart, and fall back into this big range that we've been in for almost a month, and going back into the end, actually more than a month, into the end of February. So we'll see. We'll be back at it tomorrow, and hopefully we have a better plan and can do a better job of executing. Looking at TradeZella, did some damage. I think we were at 6,900 in profit. Now we're down to 37. And as you can see, today was the worst day that I've had in quite a while on funded accounts. Worst day of the month for sure, $3,100. And last month when we started this journey, just overall just tough start and a tough day. But hey, we will be back at it tomorrow, and we'll see if we can recoup and do better. So, okay, once again, thank you for your support. Just a reminder that Apex sale is going on through this Wednesday. So if you're looking for Apex evals 80% off, my code BBLSTVTS, as you see here, gets you the best deal. That ends Wednesday at 5 o'clock Eastern time. The one-day pass is still going on through Wednesday at 5 as well, along with 50% resets. And then obviously Take Profit still has that 50% off deal going on. Code BCT gets you the best deal there. So Again, thanks for your support. We'll be back at it tomorrow.